Hello guys, and welcome back to Cherry Hills. This is episode 12, and I thought that maybe we didn't do enough coverage of the dual seaters here. So we're going to start out this episode with a little bit of time lapse as we finish sowing sorghum here on field 10. So I just thought we'd just go ahead and get that going. So wanted to wait until wanted to get the fence a little bit closer together. So there we go. Let's get rid of these lines. There we go. The fence is a bit closer. So we're just going to do a little bit of time lapse on this and finish out the field. It should not take too terrible long. Again, with both of these seeders going. So hope you all enjoy. Alright, so that was fun. You got to see a bit more of the dual seating. Dual seaters, tandem seaters, competing seaters. Now we have to, we're going to put these two seaters, we're just going to drive them back to the yard and park them temporarily. And we're going to pick up our truck, our semi, and our tipper. And we are then going to go down to let's turn this off. There we go. We're going to run down to our sugar beet field where we are going to sell sugar, or not sell sugar beets, but harvest sugar beets. Let's go over here. We need to turn him off. Stop before we have an accident. Alright, so let's fold you up. Get you spun around. We'll cut you off because you're a bit loud. Let's get back on the ground. Alright. So let's get this one. And let's do a... Let's do a follow course. Oh, that was interesting. That cedar was clearly not folded up when we were walking up to the tractor, and poof, then it is once we get in there. So these two seeders made fairly quick work of this field. I think it probably only took about 45 minutes to seed this field, whereas with one of these seeders it would have probably been at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. Let's see if we can clear this tree. There we go. We're just going to pull on in here, and we're just going to pull on in here for now. This is not where this one will live, but we're just going to stick it there temporarily. Where are you at? Oh, you got hung up because I didn't make the turn sharp enough. Let's see if we can get free. Here we go. So I really want to use this big mother bin, but I don't think I can necessarily use it with sugar beets. Let's check. Let's check the store and see if this thing is not going to be in tippers, is it? It's going to be in auger wagons. Does this do beets? Beets. It does not do beets. So we cannot use that. So we're going to have to just make a whole bunch of trips with our semi. Let's run over here and pick up our semi and our trailer. Just go with our yellow semi today. And our matching trailer. And we'll go down here to field 1 and start harvesting beets. And we will probably harvest the beets off camera after this a little bit, because there's only so much beet harvesting that you all are going to be able to muster. Might do a little bit of a speed up on this, but probably not, simply because beet harvesting is pretty boring. I'm not really looking forward to it, but we need beets for our pigs, and this is the smallest field that we have access to. So this is the field we're going to put beets on. We're probably only going to need to do beets once, because the amount of beets we're probably going to get and the amount of beets that the pigs use is so little, and we get so much out of our beets that we probably will not need to do another beet harvest. So I'm going to park this right here, and probably off camera, once we're harvesting this for real, I'll probably use Courseplay or something. I plan on doing a headland with this, and I'll probably hire a worker to do this part. So let's turn that on. Do I need to do anything here? I haven't used one of these for a while. I think that's all we needed. I thought you were on. Turn off header. Turn on header. Turn on harvester. There we go. Okay. So who knows how far we're going to be able to get. But this is the first time I've used this particular head on the sugar beet harvester. You can see that it harvests quite the path. I think it technically does 12 rows of beets. So compared to the standard 6 row, or maybe even I think it's 6 row is the standard header. So this is surely to harvest the field in half the time. So we will we'll stick here through probably through one full tipper of beets, and we'll take that back to the silo and dump it, and then we'll call this an episode. So I want to thank everybody for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button. Please click the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber and you like the content here. In addition to this series, I also do map first impression videos, or basically map reviews, map first looks on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Coming up in maybe a week and a half or so, I've got really exciting news. There will be a map premiere being posted, where I've been given the opportunity to do a map first look of a map that's not yet been released, and it will be released probably in about a week and a half to 2 weeks. So right now I don't know when that video will hit. I'm kind of leaving it up to the map author to tell me when he feels the map is done enough to go ahead and post that video, to get a little bit of interest into his map. That map will be posted over at the PCSG website when it is hosted. So I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about the mod contest that will be. The submission deadline is this coming Sunday, and by the time this airs, we should have a good idea of the types of mods that are out there that have been submitted. So I'm really eager to check those out and see what people have come up with. So like I was saying, PCSG is a place to go visit and check out if you haven't already been there. If you're not already a member, please go ahead and sign up. They have organized multiplayer sessions every Friday and Saturday for Farm Sim, and every Sunday afternoon for Euro Truck Sim or American Truck Sim. So if you want some organized multiplayer, if you've tried multiplayer on the public servers and it's just a pain in the tail because no one really wants to farm, they all just want to screw around, then I encourage you to check out the multiplayer server, multiplayer sessions that are hosted by the Three Dudes Gaming Network and by the PCSG guys. So we're just going to teleport over here to our truck just for the sake of brevity. So we didn't get too terrible far before we filled up. Our wheel loader is still unloading silage into the BGA. There goes our train. I'm not really sure how long that's going to take to empty all 800,000 liters of silage into the BGA, but he's working on it. Alright, let's just extend the pipe. We'll cut that one off because I'm pretty sure that this is going to fill up the tipper. Like I said, I'm just going to keep you all here until we get this unloaded at the silo. Oops. Let's go ahead and jump on in here. We're at 95%, but we might as well just take this back to the farm. So this field is obviously ready to harvest, and our corn field is ready to harvest. So when we come back for our next episode, we may be harvesting corn. I'm not really sure what the plan is. We also have a field that we need to mow, and we've got some grass we need to bale over at field 4 also. So I'm not really sure if we're going to tackle the cornfield next, or if we're just going to bale up some grass and for our sheep, and collect some grass for our silo, so we can feed the grass to our cattle and feed the grass bales to our sheep. But it'll be one of those two things when we come back next time. So guys, until next time, happy farming.